don't even know what I want to title this video because I feel like I'm gonna say a lot of stuff, but it's gonna be like a all-in-one category. First thing I want to say is humanity as a whole. I feel like we're just doomed. We're just doomed. Like we're doomed to it's the end times. I decided to make this video because people just piss me off, and it's like, I don't know if this is like a new generation thing or if this happened like, you know, I don't even know, bro. But anyways, I don't know if this is like that's besides the point. The point I want to make is, long story short, I saw this video and it was about this guy was talking about, I think, working at like a job for your whole life, right? And that like it being scary, because it is like, it's scary to work at a job your entire life, you know. Just he was just basically talking about working somewhere for like a good chunk of your life and not like advancing or doing like anything you want to do like career wise. But literally when you look at all the comments, they're all talking about his nose because it's big, and it just is like, I already knew, like being on the internet for a steady amount of time, I already knew what the comments were going to look like, because people can't seem to grasp the fact that if you don't have anything nice to say, then just don't say anything at all. And it just saddens me to see like someone could genuinely like be having an opinion about something and like be talking about something that they find interesting or that they want to talk about, and the first thing you do is comment on their appearance. And I think that's just that just disgusts me. Like, and you wonder why some people don't want to put themselves out there or don't want to, you know, are scared to do like what they want to do, is because you have people like that who don't even acknowledge what they're saying. They just comment on what they look like such superficial stuff like that. And that kind of is why I just kind of was reading the comments and I was like, it's like, yes, some of it could be a joke, but at the same time it's like, it's just sad. I was talking about this in another video, like one of my previous videos, about how I feel like your appearance is so much more important, and I feel like it's been this way, especially for women, but I feel like even for men too nowadays. It's like your appearance is so much more important than what you have to say, like your opinions and stuff. Like you have to look a certain way or else, you know, people don't take what you say seriously, or they're not even focusing on what you're saying, they're focusing on how you look. And that just kind of reminded me of the fact that, I don't know if anybody's like religious or anything, or like if you're Christians or whatever, but in the Bible it talks about the last days, and I think we're in the last days. I mean, I want to read just like a couple of verses from the Bible, if that's all right with y'all, about godlessness in the last days. And I see this online all the time too, people, you know, thinking that God is like a man-made, it's something that man made instead of like a creator. It's something that humanity made because we don't know like what happens, I guess, after death, or like we needed a way to cope with being here on this earth. I've just been seeing crazy takes about God online, which, I mean, your opinion is your opinion, but I'm allowed to disagree. But yeah, I just want to read something real quick about it's 2 Timothy 3, and it's a couple verses about godlessness in the last days. It says, "But understand this, that in the last days there will come times of difficulty, for people will be lovers of self, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unappeasable, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not loving good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having the appearance of godliness but denying its power. Avoid such people." That's just the first couple of lines from this. I mean, was there a lie? Like, was there a single lie? And I feel like we're seeing this in real time. Like, people are lovers of themselves, lovers of money, and I can definitely see this in social media, because people will do anything for a check. Like anything. Like, they'll embarrass themselves, they'll humiliate themselves for a viral moment online that'll make them, you know, a couple bucks. It's just kind of like, where's your dignity? Like, what happened to morals? I feel like people just do anything for money nowadays. Honestly, I'm fine with being broke. I'm a-okay with being broke. If this is like, in this climate, what I have to do to get like to the top 1% of wealth, if like I'm seeing these billionaires and what these, you know, rich people are doing to get this amount of money, oh, I'm cool off that. I'm so cool off that. I don't want to partake in that at all. There's no way you enjoy publicly humiliating yourself and constantly trying to appease the masses You know what I mean? It's just like, no. People being arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without self-control, lovers of pleasure, you know? I feel like we're seeing all this in real time. It's just so, and it makes me upset because it's like, if you don't believe in God, if you don't read the Bible, I feel like you wouldn't even know that this is even like a thing. Like being in the last days, like you wouldn't know that this is what eventually this is what the world will come to, and we're seeing it unfold in real time. People who, you know, read the Bible, believe in God, we already knew this. You know, it's just sad that I feel like we're like living in, like, we're really seeing it play out in real time. Like we're really living in the generation where we're seeing, you know, the rapture's coming, like literally. Like it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I just am saying all that to say, please don't be like this. Try to be as, I don't want to say godly, because, you know, you don't have to believe in God if you don't want to, but try to just be a decent person. You know what I mean? Like every day it's getting harder to go on social media, because every single day it's getting harder, bro. And it's like, I feel bad. You know who I honestly feel bad for? The people whose jobs are social media, because they're consumed. They're seeing like these things all the time. Like they're reading these comments, they're seeing people make these think pieces about them, these videos, you know, just constant negativity being pushed all the time. And I really feel bad, because it's like, you know, it might seem like a dream, you know, to be able to like say you do social media as a job, but it ain't it. It's not. Honestly, I feel like even if you're on social media, it's bound to happen. You know, you don't know like what things will go viral, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know, it comes with, you know, social media and stuff like that. And like, if you want to be successful in it, you kind of have to like, you know, deal with that. But I feel like it's just gotten to a point where people argue over anything, and people are negative about anything. Not even on social media, in real life too. People are just rude, nasty. And I feel like we're lacking that human connection that I feel like people in older generations used to have. You know what I mean? It's just sad. And I feel like the social climate is causing a lot of people to become more bitter and less bubbly, because I feel like, you know, people try to bring you down. Like, for what? Like, why are you trying to bring me down? Why are you trying to take my light from me? Because they're unhappy, and y'all gotta stop doing that. Even me saying this isn't gonna do anything. I just wanted to let y'all know, just in case y'all were unaware. You know what I mean? This is the time we're living in, so get used to it. Like I said, I don't think anything is gonna be changing soon. It's gonna get worse, which is unfortunate, but I mean, God already has everything planned out. This is bound to happen. It has to get worse before it gets better. That statement hasn't been so true. There has been a true statement said. I feel like it perfectly applies to the state of the world right now, and not even like the social climate, but like the political climate too. I mean, Trump is starting a war. Like, what are we doing? Like, hello? Like, do we have this now? But yeah, I just want to make a video about my thoughts. Yeah, please, whatever you do, don't be like that. Like, just be kind. Spread positivity. Like, how hard is it really? I feel like it takes more energy to be hateful than it is to be positive. You know what I mean? Like, just be a good person. I don't know why that's so hard, but not everybody can be goated. You know what I mean? Not everybody can be such a good person. There has to be bad, negative, nasty people for the good people to shine. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. I think I just wanted to make this video to spread awareness, I guess, or just to know what, I don't know, other people's thoughts are about this. But yeah, we are on the last days, but it's okay, because in the end, Jesus wins. Peace.